Did you know that 35% of adults and 25% of young children in the United States regularly suffer from insufficient sleep? And if you're one of them and you're also someone that likes to endlessly scroll through your phone right before bed, then I suggest you watch this whole video and learn how things like blue light blockers might help. Hello, I'm PictureFit, a content creator covering all things health and fitness, and I especially love the science of it all. The awesome folks of Examine, who are big lovers of science as well, have graciously asked me to present some educational videos to you wonderful people. And today we are going to dive into the topic of poor sleep and how that little oblong orator that is your smartphone might be a possible culprit. Let's get right to it. Although plenty of factors can worsen sleep, screens before bed are becoming a more and more common sleep disruptor. But how do electronics worsen sleep? Currently, there are a few theories on the matter, but perhaps the most prevailing theory points to light. The thing about us humans, and frankly most species, is that we operate from a natural internal clock known as our circadian rhythm. Our body goes through physiological fluctuations throughout the day to either wake us up to be functional during daytime or winds us down to get ready for sleep during nighttime. Our circadian rhythm is heavily regulated from internal physiological cues, like the levels of certain neurotransmitters, but it's also regulated by our environment. These external cues, also known by the German word Zeitgeber, include things like changes in temperature, eating patterns, exercise, and most illuminating to this video, light. The most obvious source of light, sunlight, heavily influences our circadian sleep rhythms, notably influencing the release of a brain hormone known as melatonin, a major player in sleep biorhythms and also often used as an over-the-counter sleep aid. When light is absent, melatonin synthesis occurs, concentrations of it in the brain rises, and sleepiness ensues. Nowadays, the absence of light in general is much rarer with different light sources bombarding our faces at all times of the day. It's not uncommon for us to use our phones in bed right before going to sleep. This can cause unsuspecting shifts in our circadian rhythms, melatonin production, and sleep quality. A study in 2020 showed that adults using their phones right before bed had poorer sleep quality, took longer to fall asleep, slept less, and had poorer mood scores compared to adults that were restricted from using their phones 30 minutes before bedtime. A 2015 study found that using an iPad at night did indeed suppress melatonin by 55%, while reading a paper book did not have the same effect. The researchers believe this explains why the participants took longer to fall asleep due to the reduction of melatonin, resulting in a delay of the circadian timing system. Along with poorer sleep, reductions in melatonin have been associated with increased cancer risk, immune system detriments, and worsening performance and memory. Pretty staggering. Screens are an especially big problem due to how much blue light they emit, with blue being in the most sleep-disruptive, high-energy part of the visible light spectrum. Now that you know that too much blue light at night can give you the blues the next day, the question now is, what can you do? The overall best solution would be to avoid nighttime screen usage entirely. You can instead listen to music, read an e-ink reader with the light on low setting, or read a physical book under a dim light. Or if you want to get a bit old school, you can even use candles. These strategies lower the overall intensity of light that reaches your eyes and also help you avoid high blue light outputs from typical screens. But if screen usage is just something you have to do close to bedtime, then you might want to consider blue light blockers. Blue light blockers, like amber lenses, have been shown to be a great intervention for improving sleep disorders, jet lag, and non-standard work schedules. Overall, blocking blue light can also help you go to bed earlier. For melatonin, blue light blocking glasses have been shown to prevent the reduction of melatonin production we see occurring with bright light exposure. But if you're not a big fan of wearing these types of glasses, you can also try dimming the brightness of your screens as low as possible while still being able to read. Many smartphones and tablets these days also come with a night light feature or apps that overlay an amber tint on the screen that serves the same function as the amber lenses. Ultimately, anything to combat the blue and bright lights in your home, even light-shifting smart bulbs, will be the most ideal. I hope that you enjoyed this video, and I hope it can help you get more of those good night's rest. For more helpful sleep tips, check out the Examine articles linked in the description below. Please let us know what other type of topics you want Examine to tackle next. And make sure to subscribe to Examine for more evidence-based health and nutrition videos. Thanks for watching.